So Tinubu has been declared president-elect. He polled 8,794,726 votes, while the second, Atiku, polled 6,984,520 votes, and Peter Obi polled 6,101,533 votes, making him the third. As expected, supporters of Atiku and Peter Obi have rejected the result, citing widespread irregularities from the voting process to the transmission and collation of results. When the election tribunal convenes, one can only expect an abundance of lawsuits filed against INEC by grieving parties. Whether the tribunal would rule for a rerun is something only time can tell. Though Tinubu has been declared winner, to me, Peter Obi is the biggest winner for many reasons. Less than 12 months ago, Peter Obi switched from the PDP to Labour Party. Before his switch, the Labour Party was unknown. His switch brought them out of obscurity to the limelight. In a sense, we could argue Peter Obi campaigned as an independent candidate, yet he was able to amass enormous support. For some reason, his campaign resonated mainly with the youth, a disaffected demographic that has constantly been let down by the political establishment. His campaign was organic and it wasn't based on monetary enticement. Of course, he was the underdog. It was clear for him to win, it wasn't going to be a walk in the park. But young people believed in him and gave him their unflinching support. We saw that in the record number of young people who registered for their voter card and the number of young people who voted. Peter Obi is the single biggest phenomenon that happened to Nigerian politics since 1960, perhaps after MKO Abiola. The establishment mocked him and the Labour Party for not having a structure, but obedience responded by saying they were the structure. In fact, Peter Obi's campaign resonated with Africans. Bad governance is a Pan-African problem. Many Africans wanted Peter Obi to win because they saw in him an underdog willing to fight a corrupt establishment. They wanted him to win just like we all wanted Bobby Wine to win against Museveni 2 years ago in Uganda. On election day, obedience were harassed by thugs likely sponsored by the ruling party. We saw numerous instances of this in Lagos. We saw the lady that was assaulted in Surulere. INEC conducted arguably the worst election since 1999. Despite the introduction of beavers, there were so many irregularities recorded in this election. Despite all that, Peter Obi polled an amazing 6.1 million votes. He even defeated Tinubu in his state. Obi lost, but in my books, he won. He won despite all these limitations. He won despite not having quote and unquote any structure. He won despite starting his campaign less than 12 months ago. He won by making young people interested in politics. The biggest loser in this election to me is Atiku Abubakar, despite coming second after Tinubu. This election was Atiku's sixth run for presidency, and as a former vice president, he had the most intimidating resume amongst all the contestants. That should have given him a competitive edge. Also, we know that Atiku is from the north, and northern Nigeria is the largest voting bloc. And because ethnicity is a fundamental part of our polity, he should have easily garnered more votes in the north. In addition, Atiku arguably is the richest contestant amongst the top three. He has a lot of investments and businesses. In Nigeria, elections are won with money, but Atiku's money couldn't buy him the presidency for all 6 times he contested. He definitely is the biggest loser in this election. Personally, I am disappointed in INEC. As a Nigerian, I'm ashamed that we are still unable to conduct credible elections. If elections are not free and fair, we don't actually have a democracy. And until we fix our electoral process, we cannot in all honesty call ourselves a democracy. But with the obedience movement, maybe there is hope in the horizon. Thanks for watching. If you listen to this as a podcast, give me a follow. If you watched this on YouTube or Facebook, subscribe to my channel. To make this video visible to more people, give it a like and let me know what you think in the comments. Check out my website at disaffected.ng. You can also check out the submission page for guidelines on how to submit your articles for publication. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.